That was awesome. What is going on, everybody? Frankie here for the Bakersfield Journal with my brother Miguel. We are at Culebra's Lounge here in beautiful Bakersfield, California, guys. We got some things to talk about today. We've got some cigar to talk about today. This is the GTO La Cura, which means the cure in Spanish. And it's an interesting take on the name and the artwork and where it comes from and who makes it. So with that being said, Mike, go ahead and start that video. We'll get to some sharing, and then we'll jump right into these cigars and what our topic is tonight.
Sounds good. There we go. How's everybody doing tonight? How's it going? Got the sharing done.
Got the sharing done.
Do us a favor and get a few of those shares in as well. Make sure to like, leave a comment, let us know where you're watching from. Just like Larry already did. Thank you, brother. How you doing?
Checking in from Missouri as always. Again, you guys, we are smoking the GTO La Cura. I'm sorry about the little bit of a glare right there. You guys will be able to see it better on Instagram and on Facebook when I actually post up pictures of it right after the show. It's an all Dominican cigar. This one is the 5x52 ring gauge cigar. Mark, how you doing? And we featured GTO cigars a couple times before on the show. Dr. Rodriguez not only has the same last name as we do, but he's always been really good to us as far as sending us stuff to try out, to review, to smoke on the show, and basically just give him our honest opinion of what we think of his cigars. Now, I think they're great cigars. If you guys haven't tried them yet, make sure you guys give them a try. If you guys can find them in your local shop. If not, you guys can go online and find them as well. Andrew, how you doing? Checking in from Jersey.
Nice. And we also have Mark over in Montana. Good work. Glad to see you guys.
This one does have a pigtail, and it does have a closed foot as well. It also comes with a foot band. Miguel's foot band actually got caught inside the cello, so It is what it is. But it's got a nice dark wrapper. Again, this is an all Dominican cigar. Now, obviously, La Cura means the cure in Spanish. Obviously, that's a nod to Dr. Rodriguez's Spanish heritage. And the artwork on here is actually a Hermes staff, which is what's known for the medical field, because he is, in fact, a doctor. And what he did is he kind of augmented the leaves or the wings a little bit around it to kind of resemble tobacco leaves, is what it says. So that was a pretty good way of tying his two loves of medicine and tobacco together. Tim, how you doing?
Hey, brother.
And of course, this one uses the gold, white, and the dark blue in the band. So it's a nice looking band, you guys. You guys ever want to check out the picture when we do post it a little bit later to Instagram and to Facebook. Definitely a very dark smelling cigar. Not sure on the strength profile of this one. I did not look that up, but I'm always curious to see what he comes up with and what he does. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a cut right there, just like that. Of course, using the Colibri V cut, which I like a lot. They are not a sponsor, but I like their cutter. It's the one I use most of the time. So if you guys are in the market for a cutter, you guys can always check them out.
Yes, very good stuff. Let's see, guys. We got some people checking in. Now, let me hear, what are you guys smoking on this fine Saturday night? I know it's a little later for some of you out there, but it's still starting off well, I hope, no matter where you're at. Timothy, I know you're in town. You got a couple of those LCA guys, the Trailman. Somebody know if you already smoked one yet or if you're going to be soon? Yes, I have. We haven't had it, as you guys have seen on the show, and it was pretty dang phenomenal. There's a couple left over at Cigars if you want to pick one up. Luckily, we're able to get a little more than we did last time, but that does not mean they're going to stick around forever. I hope you guys will pick yours up ASAP because I don't want you to miss out if you do want to get a hold of them yourself.
I just got one little spot that doesn't want to light.
That will happen.
There we go. Took care of it. David, how you doing?
Hey.
Okay, not yet. Maybe tomorrow. Okay. Starting out very dark and rich on this one, a little bit spicy. But we'll definitely have to get into it a bit more to see if it is, in fact, the cure. So anyway, what I wanted to talk to you guys tonight about was we're watching Creed 2 right now here in the lounge. We watched Coming to America a couple days ago. Both fantastic movies, in my opinion. And, Creed 2 is one of those movies I can basically put on anytime, watch it, and enjoy it. Is there a film or a couple of movies that you guys have on your Netflix queue, your Hulu queue, or, your Amazon Prime queue, or you guys just have the DVDs of that you can watch really anytime? I have several films that I can do that with. One that I know Miguel thinks I'm crazy for is Hitch. I don't know what it is about that movie. I like the movie Hitch. I don't know. Maybe it's Will Smith's acting. Maybe it's Eva Mendes. I don't know. I just think it's a good movie and I can watch it all the time. Another one is Last Holiday with Queen Latifah and LL Cool J. Again, I don't know what it is about that movie. I can just watch it a lot.
Probably one of my favorite ones are Set It Off, probably number one, but still. And then we are using H. Upman. I believe it's called The Welder. I don't know the actual name of it, but it is something that we got from the shop. They were using these as kind of some swag giveaway. They have this one. They have a red Romeo and Juliet one, and I believe a blue something or another. There's one in blue for some reason. I just cannot remember.
H. Upman. Oh, no. H. Upman's yellow.
Right
orange.
here, yeah. This is the H. Upman one, if you can read that, guys. On
I don't know which one it is.
I believe there is a blue one as well, though. There's a couple of them.
Could be Trinidad. Awesome. I don't know.
Could be.
Richard, how you doing? Hope you're doing well over there in Australia, Western Australia. Another movie that I can watch all the time is Blood In, Blood Out. I don't know what it is about that movie. I can watch that at least once a week and be really, really happy with it. But if there's a movie or a couple of movies that you guys can just watch, over and over again, whether you're sitting down with a nice drink or a nice cigar, let me know. So Charlie chimes in with Hitch and La Bamba. La Bamba's another good one with Lou Diamond Phillips in it.
My God, it's been a while.
You might as well watch that and then watch Stand and Deliver right afterwards.
Well, if you want to reach those kids, yeah, you
got to. Blazing Saddles with Rich says Blazing Saddles. That's a good one.
Excellent call. Hey, Rich, how you been, brother? Hopefully see you soon. What do you call it? Timothy is going to have, or had two today from the Great Smoke Pack. Excellent call. There's a lot of good cigars in there, so you're not going to be disappointed. So that's out of the 40. That's at least two of them. How many do you have left? Let me know. We've got quite a few, but that's only because we also smoke other stuff, that comes in. There's still the Smoke Impact. Frank, you got this one's consigliere. I was going to say consigliere, but no, connoisseur. Connoisseur Club. There's a lot of cigars coming in. So it's hard to get to them all the time.
Yeah.
But plenty of good stuff there. Richard, how you doing? Top Gun, great call. Are you looking forward to part 2, which should be coming out the end of this year, if not summer, something like that?
Yeah.
HBO Go or HBO Max, whatever it's called. It's got a lot of good movies coming on there.
Now, isn't Godzilla Kong versus Godzilla coming out this month? That's another one I'm looking forward to.
There's like 10 movies coming out this month.
One of them already came out.
Space Jam, Coming to America 2, Kong vs. Godzilla. There's like 3 other ones at least, just on HBO.
They got the Snyder Justice League cut.
I don't care.
Which I really don't want to sit down and watch a 4-hour movie. Even if Snyder did it, that's not going to make me want to sit down for 4 hours and watch a movie.
If I was excited to watch it the first time, like, oh my God, they're going to add so much, then maybe. Like if you added, it's going to be terrible, but if you added another 30, 40 minutes to Endgame, I probably would watch it. Just because I enjoyed it the first time, like I want to see the extra stuff they added.
Yeah.
But if I didn't care for the first time, why am I going to watch it again? Like that's too much time out of my day.
I completely agree with that. I'm not a big DC fan to begin with. I think a lot of their superheroes are overpowered and it's ridiculous. So I'm just not a big a fan of DC as I am with Marvel.
Yeah.
But then again, I grew up with Marvel stuff, watching the X-Men animated series, Spider-Man animated series. stuff like that, Iron Man. So that's just more my thing. But it is what it is. There's a lot of people out there that love DC. They really think the movies are great. I don't. I just don't. I think the TV shows they do are a lot better.
Yeah, I like those. I like those a lot. There's some of them that are pretty dang good. I like the Dark Knight series, though. I enjoyed that top to bottom. Not as much the last one, but the other two are amazing. And the last one, I can still watch it, no problem. The Godfather, Goodfellas, and Scarface, going all those nice old mafia movies and gangster movies. That's a good call right there.
And Phenomenon.
I have not seen Phenomenon. I cannot think of that. At least I'm not. I might be thinking of a different movie.
You may be thinking of a different movie. But yeah, guys. So anybody else want to chime in with movies that they can just watch over and over again? Let us know in the comments. Like I said, you guys are watching Creed 2, or not watching, but Creed 2 we were watching earlier, and it's just a movie I could watch, at least once a week. I just think it's that good, and I'm entertained by it. So I don't know if they're going to come out with another Creed movie. I kind of hope that they do. I think it'd be good to have a trilogy going. I don't know what direction they would go with it. That they bring in a whole new character. They bring in from someone from Rocky's past, kind of a thing. I don't know.
I heard that's the plan. Is there's a third one coming, but I don't know if they're going to make it. That's one of those things. Like I don't know, but hopefully it does. Like I said, I agree with you. I definitely would like to see another one. The recent boxing movies and fighting movies have been great.
Yes,
you have the Creed movies, Bleed for This, Hands of Stone, Southpaw was good. I know I'm missing one or two, but Warrior with the two brothers that fought each other, that was a good one too. There's a lot of really good fighting movies, and it's that story of like overcoming the odds. I've always liked those.
The Town.
Yes, that is a great movie. Man, I could watch that anytime.
Yeah,
watch that back to back.
Yeah, that's a good one too. That's a really good one. Actually, I probably should put that one on the queue to watch again soon. There's a lot of great films out there. And, obviously, when you got a nice long cigar to smoke, and you could take that hour and a half, 2 hours to sit down with a good cigar and a good film, it really makes the time more enjoyable, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
You could do the same thing when binge watching episodes of different TV series. I was disappointed that when WandaVision came out, it wasn't all at one time. I would have rather it all come out at one time.
I'm just used to it now.
Yeah.
It's nothing against taking your time, but if you have them all, just release them now because everybody wants to see it. I know they do that this way. You don't unsubscribe right afterwards. They see a huge dip in this big spike. And when something new comes on Netflix, and then a big drop when it's done being watched.
Yeah.
So you have a good week span there. A bunch of them just fall off, but they're gonna sign right back up again once they see the next series, or if they just forget. So I don't know. I think it's just better to have the binge.
Yeah. Tombstone. I love Tombstone. Sandlot. That's a good one. And Jeff says, "Good evening, gentlemen. Just got done smoking the Rush, getting better and better. Thank you so much for that. That does mean a lot. Brett, how you doing?
Hey,
glad you could join us. I don't know if there's anything a whole lot better. When you're just want something to do and just go sit down at your local lounge. They got a good movie going on, or if you have a place like we do here, or even if you have a spot in your house where you can sit down and smoke a cigar and watch a movie at the same time. I think that's just about one of the best things you can do.
Oh, heck yeah.
I mean, so relaxing, entertaining, fun. I mean, what could be better?
It's a good time. Because I enjoy me my movies. I like me to have a cigar. It's going to be very difficult to ask them to let me smoke inside the movie theaters when they open up again. I feel like they're going to have problems with it. I feel like if I go to watch, Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Squeakquel, a bunch of kids are there, they're not going to let me smoke my cigar.
I don't think they will. Brett, we are smoking La Cura from GTO Cigars. Again, you guys, this is a 5x52 Robusto, all Dominican cigar. And it showcases on here, obviously, the name, which means the cure in Spanish, which is a nod to Dr. Rodriguez, the founder of GTO Cigars heritage. As well, it has Hermes staff, which is a symbol of the medical field. He is a doctor, and that is why he did that. They changed the wings a little bit to kind of more resemble that of a tobacco leaf, and I think they did a really beautiful job. It's got the dark blue background with the gold and white on top of that, and it comes with a blue footband as well, and they did a really good job. I like the artwork for the GTO cigars. I think we probably should get Dr. Rodriguez on just to Zoom with us somewhere in the future. I still have a few of his cigars in the humidor. I've always been a fan of his cigars. I think they're really tasty. So if you guys have not yet tried a GTO, definitely try one. Again, the anesthesia and the painkiller from him have been two of my favorites from him. They're absolutely fantastic.
100%. Yeah, keep that volume loud, Rich. Yeah, of course. Talladega Nights and Blades of Glory. I could back to back.
Oh, back to back those. Hell yeah.
So I would start
now. Oh man. So in the comments, guys, I want to know which movie do you prefer, Talladega Nights or Blades of Glory? Bob, how you doing?
That's a hard one.
Nothing like lighting a fire. Yeah, I love Sons of Anarchy.
Nice,
I'm waiting for the next season of the Mayans. I did get into the Mayans. I thought that was a pretty darn good show. I didn't get into it right away. It took me a couple of rewatchings of the first couple of episodes to get into it. But the more I watched it, the more I enjoyed it, and I cannot wait for the next season. As a matter of fact, part of the next season, they filmed in front of my uncle's shop down in Fillmore. So that was pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
American Graffiti, another good one.
That is a classic right there. Definitely.
Harlem Nights.
Hey, Bob, how you doing? Harlem Nights was freaking hilarious. I'm glad I watched that finally. I loved that movie.
No, I will say Will Ferrell makes some great movies. You know, we could have added Step Brothers to that list.
Yeah.
I think if we were to add that into the list, Step Brothers would be my first. Blades of Glory, then Talladega Nights.
Speaking of Blades of Glory, then you have Napoleon Dynamite.
Napoleon Dynamite, yes.
That kid is hilarious. Now, Heater.
I will say Will Ferrell makes a lot of great, funny movies. Brett said, I do not want to see it. What is that? Which one are you talking about, Brett? Let me know in the comments.
Probably the Mayans. I like the Mayans.
Yeah. Okay. Old school, yeah, old school.
Old school.
Now, he did do the basketball one, semi-pro.
Semi-pro.
Which I've only seen part of. And I get a lot of crap for this every year, but I have still never seen Elf.
Yeah, because you're retarded.
I have never seen it.
You straight up dumb. You got to watch the Elf. You watch, what do you call it, on repeat for like the entire Christmas season. You know, watch Elf. Elf is hilarious. It's a good Christmassy, good feeling, good time movie.
I'm sorry, A Christmas Story is just my go-to Christmas film. I will watch. It's a Wonderful Life. I'll watch Miracle on 34th Street, the old ones, every once in a while. But A Christmas Story has it unlocked for me. I don't need to waste time watching Elf. That's just me.
I get what you're saying, but then you watch the same movie like 5 times in a row. And it's like I could watch 5 different movies. I could watch. I'll watch A Christmas Story every time, of course. It's a Wonderful Life, yes. Miracle on 34th Street. You're missing Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way.
The Santa Claus, at least number 1. The other ones I didn't care for so much.
The Santa Claus, that's actually an enjoyable holiday movie right there for Christmas. Hell yeah.
4 Christmases wasn't bad. You got Vince Vaughn. That was funny.
Yeah.
At least. And I would say get, what do you call it in there? Get Elf.
I just can't do it. Happy Gilmore. They're doing a part 2?
I hear he wants to. I don't know if it's happening.
That would be hilarious if they do it.
They better give him more money for that because that's going to mean a lot of people to watch.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, so Kurt Sutter is not involved with it anymore. Interesting.
What do you call it? Even Kurt Sutter is not the same. Yeah, it's definitely a different feeling show. It's not the same. Hey, Leslie, how you doing?
Because I thought he was involved with the first season.
Yes, Rich. It's Turbo Top. Yeah, I love that. I try to get the boys I want to get them all a T-shirt at least, or the toy itself.
Yeah,
they're like $90 now. You can't get a hold of
that.
The T-shirt is $90. The toy itself, no idea.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Elf, I love to watch that every so often. I've never seen it.
I like it.
Never seen it. If they put it on during Christmas, I will walk out because I just have never seen it, and I refuse to watch it now.
He does that with movies.
It's a personal thing, I guess.
I'd rather see Waterboy 2 than Happy Gilmore 2. I love Waterboy. That's probably my favorite.
I don't know because it's been so long. It's not like he's going to be playing in the NFL.
H2O, bro.
So
H2O.
I don't know. I think I would rather watch Happy Gilmore 2.
XFL hires the Waterboy.
XFL.
Turn that because they come back. The Rock Bottom, along with a couple other people. XFL's coming back.
Now I thought Kurt Sutter owned it, because it was he was the original. He wrote it, right?
Yeah, that doesn't mean you own it. It's because you write it.
True. Very true. Yeah. Very true. And of course, once Disney buys you, that's it.
I would sell it to Disney in a heartbeat. Boom. The Bakersville Gentleman now brought to you by Disney. We're going to be smoking the Goofy cigar. We've got plenty of those wacky flavors you guys love. There's the Scrooge McDuck Gold Brick cigar. Plenty of good stuff coming that way. Rambo. Yes.
The first Expendables also. The second and third one, they were okay.
It's all just blood and gore.
But the first one was good. Say the Longest Yard is Waterboy sequel, yeah.
Honestly, kind of was.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I thought it was funny. I liked the original one a little bit better of The Longest Yard, but
the remake wasn't bad.
Yeah, it was good. It was funny. You had Tracy Morgan. Tracy Morgan doing his thing.
Yep.
It was good. It was very good.
Cigars and Fluffy. Hell yeah. I could definitely sit down and watch his comedy specials. Him or Mulaney. I think I could sit down and watch. Tracy Morgan, I could probably sit down and watch.
The new stuff was hilarious.
Eddie Murphy, some of his stuff.
I get it.
Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor would be awesome to watch him stand up.
Yeah. Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, even when he gets political on his stuff, he's always pretty fair to everybody out there. He gets a pretty even keel and making fun of everybody. So I like that. There's like the last stand up. Oh my goodness, he did such a good job. He didn't make fun of Mexicans enough.
Right.
We felt left out. Just make fun of us a little bit.
Now see, Jeff Dunham, I'm not the biggest fan of. I think he's funny.
That's the thing though. Like every smoking lounge I've seen, there's been Jeff Dunham on.
Really?
Have you seen in El Segundo? I've seen it in Arizona. I'm pretty positive it was running here in town at one point. I think we watched it here. Jeff Dunham and cigars just seems to go together.
He is funny. I'll give him that. But
he's not a favorite.
Yeah, I don't think I could sit down and watch him like I could Nick Thune or somebody.
Nick Thune, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that's because you want to be a good guy. I get it. You want to be a good guy.
But him, John Mulaney, Nick Kroll.
Nick Kroll is hilarious. You got to watch Nick Kroll and John Mulaney do their. They did a play. Thing? Yeah, called Oh Hello.
Yeah.
They did it on Broadway, and they did the play basically just in between film projects, just to have something to do, and it was pretty dang good. Every episode, every showing, they had a different celebrity that they made fun of actually be in the performance. So that was pretty hilarious. It was good.
That is good. Larry the Cable Guy, again, not one I'm a huge fan of.
Out of the
Ron White, I think probably be my favorite out of those four guys. I like because he smokes and he drinks.
Blue collar comedy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was my favorite as well. The other guys, Bill Engvall's good. Jeff Fox were hilarious. Yeah. But just for myself, Ron White was raunchier. He definitely went a little more blue with it.
Yeah.
And what he does now still is freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
But he's fully admitted, no, he doesn't relate anymore. He's super rich and whatnot. And he talks about that, there was some hotel, you go there because if you get a room, you have these tiny tacos made of 30 different baby chickens or something like that.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was he dives into it. I think it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. I heard that bit. That was pretty good. A lot of great content to watch out there, guys. So I'm happy you guys are sticking with us for at least an hour every Saturday.
Mystic River and
Black Mass.
I don't think I've seen Black Mass.
I don't think I've seen Black Mass either, actually.
I've just seen it done as a WWE move, and I liked it. I thought it was cool. But that was different. It's a kick to the face, not a movie.
Now, there was a movie. I know somebody here told me about it, and I watched it, and I'm sorry, I forget who told me. I forgot the name of the movie. But they're warriors from way back in the day. They're not immortal, but near immortal. And they kind of...
The Old Guard.
The Old Guard. There we go. That was a
What's
damn good
name?
movie.
What is her name? Oh my gosh!
Was it Charlize Theron?
Charlize Theron. Oh yeah, Charlize Theron. She is gorgeous still, and I know oh my god, she's getting older. She's getting more badass. Yes, she is. She's getting a little older, and she's getting more badass in every movie she does. Cigar and AEW. AEW keeps adding some great content or some great characters and personalities from the cigar or from the wrestling industry.
I don't know, man. Their latest signing was the Big Show, and it's come on, what's the Big Show really going to do other than commentary?
He's gonna beat up Shaq.
I don't know. Then they brought in Shaq. I don't know. I haven't gotten into AEW. I'll still watch WWE. I don't know. AEW is not for me.
When WWE gets a cigar, then I'll say that they completely destroyed AEW. All right, but AEW is doing some awesome stuff for themselves. For the industry, and
but wasn't The Rock on the cover of Cigar Aficionado?
What do you call it? That was not The Rock. It was Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, okay.
No longer The Rock. He is Dwayne Johnson. That Rock formation with him and Kiss Rock or Kid Rock and Chris Rock is gone. All right?
Oh wow.
He's no longer a Rock. He is a human being.
All right then.
Let's see. I think it was in the '80s, Super Dave or something. I'd love to watch that one. I gotta check that out too. To see who they signed tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I want to try.
I heard a lot of people say it was Christian, but as far as I recall, Christian's still under Legends contract with WWE. In no way, shape, or form, I think it'll be CM Punk. No way it'll be Taker. Which leaves who? Brock Lesnar?
No, he won't.
And if they sign Brock Lesnar, it's not really a big deal to me.
I like it.
I don't know. So if any of you guys out there are wrestling fans and you guys watch WWE or AEW or New Japan or any of that, apparently AEW is supposed to make a big announcement tomorrow night on their pay-per-view about a new signing that they got. And I'm interested to see who it might be.
are signing Magic Johnson. Boom. He's going to wrestle. No, I'm just kidding. Super Dave Osborne. That was a guy. He had a great show. I'll check that out. Fast Times at Richmond High. Oh, my goodness. Oh, yes.
I can fix it. My dad's got a monster tool set. I can
TV
fix it.
repairman. That's a great movie.
Gonna be Kane and Bully Ray.
I don't know about that.
Kane, I think, would be cool. I think he could probably put a few good matches together.
Supposed to be,
kind of like a Goldust did.
Supposed to be a mayor.
But Bully Ray, I'm not a big fan of when he's Bully Ray. I like him when he's with Devon. I know Devon retired because of I think concussions or something.
Yeah.
But when they're together as the Dudley Boys, awesome. One of the best tag teams ever. When he's by himself, I don't know. It's just not for me.
Watch UFC 259, Peter. How you doing? Who was fighting tonight? Anyone good? Anything good happening?
Yeah. What the heck is his name? The champ's fighting tonight. I think it's a champ versus champ unification fight
For UFC?
Yeah. They're fighting at a certain weight.
All right.
Batista was another one that I heard, possibly as well as Kurt Angle. I don't know. I think Batista still might be in contract with Disney, so I don't know if Disney will let him do that.
He wrestled in WrestleMania while he was doing the other movies, so maybe.
Yeah, that was for one time though. I don't think they're going to give him Disney's going to let him go for a year or something when they got other Guardians or their Avengers movies and stuff to film.
That's a good point.
So I don't know. Kurt Angle I think would be cool, but I think Kurt Angle's past his prime.
There's so much good talent nowadays. You don't need the old guys anymore. I think there's plenty of good guys out there that are young and that are making their own, path in the whole thing.
Yeah.
Devon works backstage in WWE, and his twins are in AEW. Oh, I did not know that. Animal House.
Okay, Animal House or Revenge of the Nerds?
Revenge of the Nerds. I'm going Revenge of the Nerds. Oh, my goodness. Even part 2 is hilarious. I think there's a third one. I just haven't seen it.
I think there's like 4. So it's like Police Academy, man. They just keep making them. Yeah, I would be Revenge of the Nerds as well. Okay, I don't know how to say their names.
Those people are going to be fighting, and hopefully one of them wins. Hopefully one of them doesn't lose too badly. I used to love wrestling when I was around 10 to 12. Found out it was fake, and I never watched. The fake is the best part.
Yeah.
I don't really think they're going to light, the Undertaker on fire for every match he does like that. And if they bury everyone alive, then how are they coming back next time, It'd throw me off.
A lot of the tricks and stuff they're doing now where they have like quick changes and stuff they're not going to be able to do once they have another live audience. So that's going to be sad to see it go because it was kind of cool the way they did Alexa Bliss's turn. But we'll have to wait and see how they take care of it and how they do it.
She's got to be really quick at getting dressed, right? She's got to take actual quick changing lessons because those guys do a good job of that. There are actually people who do that.
There are quite a few people, yeah.
You never know.
All right, guys. So I am 1/3 of the way through this GTO La Cura here from Dr. Rodriguez GTO Cigars. It's dark. It's rich. Medium bodied. Not spicy. I thought it was going to be spicy. It's not spicy. At least I'm not getting any spice.
No, it's not spicy. I'm getting a lot of really nice chocolate notes. I am loving it. They signed Charlie. He's fighting Jericho tomorrow. I believe it. You going to take on Le Champion?
The winner gets to be the lead singer for Fozzy.
Oh, shit. Oh, my goodness. The best thing you could possibly win in any kind of wrestling right now. You won versus Sterling Champion. Oh, my God. I got to check this out. I'm going to look it up on my phone real quick.
So 3 championship fights. That's crazy.
Have any of them gone down yet, or is it just getting into it? Because it's only 7:30. So
I think they're probably going to get started with them if they got 3 of them going.
Yeah. Or it's just a long night of fights.
Yeah.
I'm curious because they already are talking about Mike Tyson doing another charity fight. That was just a money grab. There's concerts happening throughout the entire thing. I'm surprised they didn't have the comedians that were doing the Great Smoke there.
I'm not fighting Tyson. I don't care how much money they paid me.
I would probably do. I'd bop him once and then fall ground. Oh, he beat me. I'm done. I've been defeated.
He would knock you out one punch.
I don't even know if they have to punch me yet. I'd be just scared. Like, fall over like a fainting goat. So you see him. I know he slowed down a bit, because he's older. But he doesn't have to go that slow to hit me one time.
Right.
He could be half speed of his half speed. And I probably still would not do well. Yeah. Not a good combination.
Now, this is another question we like to pose to you guys. It's one that Miguel and I have talked about quite a bit. In their prime, who would you take, Tyson or Ali?
Oh yeah, this has always been a big one for a debate here, but I don't see it in a debate. I see Tyson winning that every time.
Yeah, you've got the bull rusher and Tyson going in with strength and speed, and you've got Ali. His rope a dope. Feints and movement, tiring people out. It's hard to really guess who would win. And all you can really do is put in simulators, but obviously simulators will never give you the true honest answer.
No.
It is hard to answer that question. Rich says Ali would win. It's a tough one for me. It really is. I watched Mike Tyson a couple times, and I go back and I watch boxing highlights, and Ali did some really great stuff, but man, Tyson, I don't know.
Tyson. See, I have to disagree with Brian and Rich. I'm going Tyson with Jeff and Mark. I mean, there's a guy on YouTube. His name's Will Tennyson, and he's a bodybuilder, and he'll do these challenges where he trains like those people for the day. And he did an Ali one, and he did a Tyson one. And Tyson one was just crazy for his not before fights, not for his just everyday training. It was 500 push-ups, dips, and shoulder shrugs, 1,000 crunches or 1,000 sit-ups, squats, and something else, and then just running. And then I think it's 2 months before the fights. Then he starts doing his weights and other training. That's just him at his normal. That is at all times. Mike Tyson, when he wanted it, he would have destroyed Ali, I think.
You think so?
I think he would have. I think Ali would have been great at talking, would have been a great spectacle. But I think by the end of the fight, Tyson would have just overpowered him. Just kept walking forward, just kept going through it because he could take a lot of hits too.
Yeah.
There's very few fights anybody actually overpowered him. There's a couple, I think 2 at least. But I don't think Ali would have done it.
Yeah, again, it's a tough one for me. So, because I grew up probably watching Tyson more, I would say Tyson. That's just my gut. But it's interesting. It definitely is interesting to think about. I got to see one of my favorite fights of all time, which was
Tyson by an ear. Yeah. Bite that ear out. Yeah.
That's good.
Felt like a butterfly get bit like a muff.
One of my favorite fights of all time was Fernando Vargas versus Oscar de la Hoya.
Oh, that was a great one.
That was a great fight. Fernando Vargas, he just gassed. He was the stronger of the two, but he gassed, and then
younger the two.
Yeah, and younger, and then De La Hoya, he just really showed his talent and his technical fighting, and got the technical knockout win in that one. That was a great fight. You guys can go on YouTube and watch the whole fight in its entirety, and it is a great fight to go back and watch. Yeah, he's from Vargas is from Oxnard. Yeah.
Our uncle-in-law was his parole officer.
Yeah,
and I think in between, because they did 2 fights, right?
They fought once.
Okay, so before their fight, we got to stay at a training camp. Yeah, before the fight
in Big Bear. Yeah, that place was ridiculous. This place was awesome.
It's huge. There's a bunch of trampolines everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Still set
Gotta
up.
have
Some of them are
trampolines.
broken. I don't know what. Maybe trampolines and being a champion is one of those things go together.
Maybe.
I don't know. I just don't know. Tyson would go the dis. Ali would take. I don't think so. I think he would go through him. I think Tyson would know that you have to go through that guy.
Yeah, I think he would definitely flip that gear and go into full brawler mode, and try to go for headshots every time. And
his defenses are impregnable. Okay, he'll eat his children. Praise to Allah. All right, all of that. It was terrifying just to hear him talk. That guy.
Yeah.
And then
when he said he's gonna eat that guy's kids, I was like,
right in front of that. Oh God.
He really said that.
Pretty sure that was after the fight too. Like I'm still angry. Nonetheless, Ali was incredible too. And he was great in the ring. He was great on that mic. He was great to make things happen, make the shows what they were. And no disrespect, but I think Tyson would just go through him. I think he'd beat him.
Okay, so that's interesting. So Tyson and Ali both said the other person would win. That could have them just being modest.
If he could catch him, that's the thing. If he could catch him,
so
that's the thing. Yeah, he could. get around him.
So, in your guys' opinion, who would you guys classify as the greatest of all time when it comes to boxing?
Ooh, Butterbean.
Butterbean, the king of the 4-rounders?
Butterbean. No, I love Butterbean. I don't think he's the best of all time. I think that would be one of those that Ali would have danced around him and got away because he could have tired him out.
Oh, yeah.
But I think Tyson had the strength and was fast enough. Maybe he would have gassed out in like I said, 10 rounds, but I don't think it would make it to 10 rounds.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously you don't have to stay in the heavyweight division for that, and there's a lot of great fighters. I mean, Julio Cesar Chavez went almost 100 matches without a loss. Obviously, some of them were no-name people in Mexico, but that's still crazy.
You know how many great fighters go out in Mexico though? Like, he's no-name because he lost to some of the greatest of all time. Didn't get a chance to get
say what you want about Floyd Mayweather, but the dude's never lost. He's always found a way to win.
Ivan Drago, number 1 fighter of all time. Actually, I believe his son is a little bit better, Victor Drago. Watching him fight right now, he's about to take on There we go. Sorry about that, guys. So, yes, there are some great boxers out there. I would say if we're going that route, I'm going Homer Simpson. Take so many shots, just let the other guy tire out. Remember
Stan Marsh's dad?
Stan Marsh.
Randy Marsh.
Randy Marsh.
That's America. Remember the 1970, the computer-generated fight between Rocky Marciano and Muhammad Ali? It was pretty interesting. I can't remember who won, but it generated $5 million back in the 70s.
Wow, that's impressive. Wait, Rocky Marciano. Oh, I forgot about him. Yeah. He whooped Joe Lewis's ass.
He did whoop Joe Lewis's ass.
Joe Lewis was great, too, though.
Joe Lewis was fantastic. You've got guys like Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yeah.
Sugar Ray Robinson.
You got friggin', like you said, Mayweather. His dad was great, too. It wasn't as good as his son, but friggin' phenomenal still.
Canelo Alvarez, who's doing fantastic things right now. I think he's like a 4-division champion.
I love watching
Manny Pacquiao.
I love watching Pacquiao, but I think he was just too old for some of his fights. Like when he fought Mayweather, he was too old at that point.
Yeah.
I'm glad they did it because it was fun. I was disappointed.
We'll have to break up the weight divisions into like 2 or 3 each because there's, I think, 12 weight divisions, and build our own boxing Mount Rushmore.
Well, yeah. And then give everyone a little bit of a fair chance. Because it'd be a bunch of heavyweight guys on there, and then Cesar Chavez.
Right. So, yeah, I think that'd be fun to do.
We didn't say De La Hoya.
De La Hoya is really good. He's one of my favorite fighters, but he wasn't the greatest.
Golden boy.
He lost to Trinidad. He's lost to quite a few people. I think he lost to who the hell was he? Lost to twice. Was it Hopkins?
Maybe. I don't remember. Yeah, he wasn't the greatest.
Yeah, no, he was a great fighter. He won a gold medal. But he just wasn't the best. Best boxer, Conor McGregor. That Jake Paul.
Oh my god. Ugh. Oh my gosh. There was I was listening to a documentary podcast, and I forget what it was, but they were talking about old-time boxing matches and how a couple of the old mobsters back on the East Coast, if there was a beef that needed to be settled too big, the two main bosses would come out and fight each other in a warehouse of their equal choosing. There's one that I can't remember the name of what it happened. These two guys went for 12 hours, stopping from time to time, rest, come back, until they're just bloody. And one of them almost died, but it was a stalemate by the end of it. And they just said, we'll just split whatever was down the middle. We'll call it a day. But
could do that after hour 1, but whatever.
But nobody died from it. It was just, back in the day, two guys fighting.
Marvin Hagler and Roberto Duran, two other great fighters.
Duran, hands of stone, great movie.
George Foreman, yes.
Now, are we basing this off of grill sales? Because if we do, he's hands down the winner.
Hands down, he's the greatest of all time when it comes to boxers who sell grills.
Yes, he is. And it's a great grill. If you don't have one, I would recommend getting one. It will cook your burgers perfectly every time. 4 of them at once.
So, yeah, I mean, obviously, you guys, there's a lot of fantastic boxers out there. We'll have to do that with some different sports. We'll have to do that for boxing. We'll have to do it for basketball. We'll have to do it for baseball.
Crokinole.
Obviously Crokinole.
If anyone wants us to get Crokinole for reals, we have to do that. So
obviously, women tear their clothes off and rush to the tables. Like Crokinole.
Gotta be careful.
Gotta be careful with that shit. Football. I think football would be fun to. I mean, maybe every sport would be fun. You pick your best team. I'll pick my best team.
You know more players. I like sports, but I don't go that in depth. I like boxers more because there's one guy there. One fighter. UFC not so much, just because his record is he's 11-2. It's going to be the greatest of all time. Boxers 103, and then it's he's in contending now. It's a different sport.
Yeah, he did name all his boys George. Yeah, that's hilarious.
That is confusing. That's gotta be confusing.
The George 1, George 2, George 3, George 4.
George 4 over there? George 2? I don't remember. George, get over here. But you say George, though, they all come, so that's smart.
Right.
His daughter Georgia.
Georgina.
Georgina. And
Josephine.
this is Gus. What the fuck was that?
That's in My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
You know what? Another good movie. Dumb but good.
I still have the George Foreman grill from 30 years ago and still use it.
That's why he's the greatest of all time right there. He put his name on a product that works. All right? That's as tough as he is.
So if you guys have any sports memorabilia, what is that one prized possession of sports memorabilia that you guys have?
I'll get the grill.
I want to know. Do you have a signed jersey? Do you have a piece of a plate or a glove or a ball that somebody hit? Do you have just a picture that you got autographed? Mine, it's not huge because it's sports. Not a lot of people do it, but paintball. I got a headband signed by my buddy Rusty Glaze, who was a really good player and now coaches for San Diego Dynasty. I still have that to this day. I've never worn it; it's brand new still. But for me, that was probably my best sports memorabilia. Back when I was in grade school, I don't know if you remember this, but we used to have the fall festival.
Yeah. And
for about 4 years, one of the Cleveland Indian players, Brooke Jacoby, lived in Ventura. His son went to our school, and so every year they'd have different booth setups where you could do a cakewalk. You could spin a ball, or you could throw a ball down this ramp, and what color it landed in, what are the odds of winning. You put your chips around. They had the little fishing game where you throw your pole over the wall, and then someone sticks a prize to it, and you pull it back. Well, one of his was you could get your autograph from him, and I just thought it was the coolest thing ever. Is this guy's a professional baseball player, so I went back every year 5 or 6 times and got autographs from him because I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
Bobby Orr ashtray that I got from the Boston Garden back in the 70s. Wow, that's awesome.
That is pretty cool. That is pretty awesome right there. You got to hold on to that too. That's been a minute.
That's really cool.
I don't think I have any memorabilia really that I can think of. Yeah, I guess not. I guess if I wouldn't even know where to start really. I know there's plenty of stuff I would want, that'd be awesome to own, but I've never really sought it out.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I gotta fix that. I gotta fix that situation.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff out there. Obviously, it just depends on what you want to get for yourself, really.
Oh, very true. Very true.
So maybe not sports memorabilia, Mike, but what about, since we go to quite a few conventions, vinyl record of a recap of the today's 1972 season and the World Series winner? Wow.
That is cool. That's intense.
Wow.
Oh, man. When I was little, I lived on the same street as right fielder for the Angels and later transferred to Boston Red Sox, Rick Miller. When I was at a game, he brought me into the dugout and handed me over from the stands, and he was about 3 or 4. That's crazy. That's awesome. Man. Actually, yeah, I still have my ticket from the dugout, the Dodger Dugout Club. That was a fun memory.
Yeah.
That was less a player or the team, just the experience of the day. That was a lot of fun.
Sitting in the Dodger Dugout Club was phenomenal. If you guys ever get a chance to do that, oh man, you guys are gonna have a great time.
It's intense.
And Charlie says he has a ticket from Game 4 of the 2004 World Series. My favorite, either my Johnny Damon jersey from the 2004 season, or ball signed by Pedro Martinez and Mike Piazza.
Nice.
Wow.
For the Bakersfield Dodgers. What?
Wow.
Nice. That's pretty cool. That's hilariously awesome. That's cool.
I'll just say though, since we do go to a lot of conventions, that's more your thing. Can I guess what your prized possession is?
Oh yeah, easily.
Is it the autographed original script from George A. Romero?
Yes, I got an original Day of the Dead script from George A. Romero. He signed it. It's the different ending too. It's not the same one that you see in the movie. And man, that is my one item that I hold on to, because usually I won't go to get autographs
Yeah.
I'll get a picture with somebody. We'll usually do that like at the bar or something if we run into them. That's the one thing I was going to pay for sure. I'm glad I got that.
Inside baseballs from the Red Sox and the Angels from the early 80s. You know, one of the Angels, I believe he was on the Angels. Man, I could be wrong. But Jim Abbott.
Jim Abbott, yep.
Yeah, that'd be cool to have an autograph from him. Ball signed by Tommy Lasorda and Sparky Anderson. Wow.
Yeah. Some cool stuff.
I have several 1972 Cleveland Indians yearbooks with several autographs in it. Picked it up at a flea market. That's cool.
That's cool. And one of the Boston hats I wore in the game for Rick Miller. That's cool. But when you get something that's from them while they were in the game, that's pretty awesome. I like that a lot.
Yeah, Game Worn stuff is always really, really cool. They do have, I forget what it is, but it's a baseball card. It's like a suitcase that you can order. I think it's like $500 or something. You get 4 cards, and then on the middle you get a piece of either a bat, a baseball, a jersey, or a plate of some sort. That's really exclusive. So, yeah, that's pretty cool, but it's super expensive for these.
Sounds a little pricey right there.
Yeah.
But a lot of that stuff can get pretty high up there anyway. So, like $500 in the scheme of things, there's some things you pay way more for that, and it might be even less. Like just be the autograph itself, not any kind of setup.
Now, I do have a Joe Montana autograph jersey that I won, but that won't be staying with me very long. I don't think he's watching right now, but one of my very best friends in the world is a Niners fan. And so when I won that jersey, I knew right away I'm going to try to get it framed and find some kind of Montana cards and put them like around it, and really showcase the autograph. So that's going to be my birthday gift to him. His birthday is actually 3 days after mine.
That's a good idea. I think that's going to be a good present right there. Yeah, no, he's a huge fan.
Yeah.
Yes, nice.
How's the cigar going for you, Mike?
Very well. It got a little bit more spicy towards the end here. Got an ash right in my fingers. There we go. It's not overly spicy. It's like a little cinnamon spice. Still very sweet. Very good. Ash is a little flaky, but not a big deal. I'm just tapping it right here, so not a problem. Enjoying the heck out of it, though.
I just pulled my band off. Guys, just a real quick update about Tuesday's show. We're actually going to move Tuesday's show to Wednesday this week. We will not be in town to be able to do the show at Cigars and More, so we're going to move it to Wednesday. You guys will be in Vegas Monday and Tuesday. We got some work to do over there, so please bear with us. We're going to do it from the shop on Wednesday instead of Tuesday this coming week. We've got, like I said, we've got some business to take care of. We're actually leaving tomorrow night. We should be getting to Vegas around midnight tomorrow, and then we'll be leaving Tuesday afternoon or evening sometime to come back to Bakersfield. So we'll do the show on Wednesday instead of Tuesday. So you guys will have an extra day to get your brackets in. Rick Miller was married Carlton Fisk's sister, the catcher from the White Sox sister. So, okay. It's not technical memorabilia, but I have a Safeway receipt signed by Mike Bibby. Oh, Matt Leinart and Mike Tyson. Oh, that's awesome. So they all shopped at the store that you worked when you were in culinary school. That is interesting. Huh. What team did Bibby play for? Was it the Kings? Let me know. Let me know in the comments, Charlie, if you remember what team he played for. Because I cannot for the life of me remember him. Or what team he played on, I mean.
Oh, the Bibster?
Yeah.
I have no idea. All right. Back. Sorry. Damn, nose is getting in trouble today. Oh, wait. Kings.
It was the Kings. I kind of pictured him in a Kings uniform, but I was like, I wasn't 100% sure if that was the right team. I'm not great with names and teams unless they're like huge, but Mike Bibby, that's a damn good one right there.
Oh, for sure.
I met Jason Kidd before he went to the NBA on the USC team and got him to sign a program. That's cool.
That's pretty cool right there.
That's really cool.
Good call to get that.
Yeah. It's really cool to be able to say that you got it before they made it big in a professional sports. Like, I remember back in the day, they filmed a documentary on wrestlers, and it showcased a young Samoa Joe and John Cena. It's like even back then they couldn't have known they would have made the impact they did. Maybe not so much Samoa Joe because he was a TNA guy for a long time and he didn't do so much in the WWE. But they couldn't have known that John Cena was going to be as big as he was. Because back then he had bleached blonde hair and he was like a little longer.
No, he was definitely different.
So
definitely a different look.
It is what it is. But yeah, being able to meet somebody before they start their career, their professional career, in a high school or in a college setting, that's pretty darn cool.
Absolutely agree. Absolutely.
But guys, that's gonna do it for us tonight. These GTO cigars have been fantastic so far. I'm gonna get some laundry done and get packing for tomorrow so we can leave at the right time. I got to go get the oil change in the car and stuff like that. So I do appreciate you guys sticking with us. Again, you guys, we might go live Tuesday for a little while. I don't know, but for sure we'll do the show on Wednesday. Yes. Thank you guys for understanding on that one, and we will see you guys then. You all have a good one.
Have a great night, guys. We'll see you very soon. Very soon. I'll be up for Monday morning. Don't worry. Great American Morning. We'll be there. All right, guys. Have a great one.